Stadium, home of the Florida State Seminoles, and just listen to this crowd energy. Every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. The tradition and the history right here, right now. Great intensity. This is why these guys aim in schools playing games like this. As we'll see the number one team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes. They won the sixth-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. Sports football. I'm Chris Fowler in the booth with Let's get this game going. And the Nolan will kick this away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. Touchback will start at 25. Handoff to the back. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice second and 2.
Chris, I know it's the first time the game. Nice job by this offensive line. Back gets behind him and picks up some positive yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Trying to finish the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff. The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Good tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. Nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a cane chase down. And the way he's playing right there, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game. It gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Second down after that run in the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. To get him down, but not much of a gain.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense gets reacted. That can open up for other things later on.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35.
Boy, an opportunity used here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the tackle is made. The defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback.
He thought I was going to go up top on the first play, watching film.
Exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Singleton. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a 1st down.
Oh, another 1st down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
And the Seminoles line up on 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. They can't stop him. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Knowles. He would not be denied.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And there's the point after.
I'm gonna strip that fuck nigga. He gonna learn. Ain't gonna be shit to celebrate.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? He stays alive. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. Here's the handoff on a counter. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quick throw to the left side. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Bringing it back, it's Singleton. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. That last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. Brought down, the broken tackle to produce a solid gain there.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Can he get there on the ground? The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field.
That's the end of the first quarter. Score tied 7-7.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down.
29 Philly. 2
And the running back takes the handoff. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
And just a short gain this time. We're able to get him down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff running right. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Boy, that last carry, Chris, puts him right at 100 yards for the game. How's he done it? Because he's been patient. He's followed his blocks. He's let everything develop in front of him, and he's busted through for some big gains.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
The quarterback's got to do a better job here of reading the coverage. He was determined to get that ball thrown to this receiver, but they played double coverage. He still tries to throw it, and he almost threw an interception.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Can you say methodical? A marathon march for just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And the single back takes the handoff. Physical run breaks through a tackle. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball.
I played inside. He ran the corner. It was a nice situation for him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
It's a run to the left. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Now it's 2nd down here. That's a design quarterback keeper. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
It's the running back in the flat. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
2nd down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And now here comes the point after attempt.
7 hooping 2.
And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 15, set to kick it off.
fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
And your Florida State Seminoles will take over 1st and 10.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. The backs got it. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. And he'll set up to throw. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. You try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Now that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
We needed that stop. Fuck, niggas.
On a punt now for the first time today. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
And the Miami offense will take over 1st.
We in the flats on this fuck nigga. You know he basic. He like to check down, nigga.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That's solid run. Good for 1st down yardage. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
2nd down after that previous play. Grab behind the line. It's Allen. He's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Just a really good job by the corner here, recognizing this wide receiver screen. Because he was so quick to react, when the receiver makes the catch, he's right there to make that tackle.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
But the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. The Hurricanes will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Dickey. And they get him down. What will be the final play?
I almost mossed that fuck nigga. Fuck!
Do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Canes will kick this away to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Singleton. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Short connection to the tight end here. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Sacked. It's a loss back to the...
It's a field position game, fuck niggas. Yeah, we winning that.
Battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle?
That's 2 stops in a row. I see this nigga sputtering out.
And the ball is away from his own end zone. And the return is brought down by the coverage team.
This nigga had a 12-yard punt.
Retakes the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Handoff to the right side. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Nigga, he punted it high on purpose. Like, that was some tactical shit. Goofy ass nigga.
Same tailback, another carry. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. But they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go, but the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's got it near the end zone.
Got him!
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can
That's touch on that motherfucking rock.
Finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Appreciate that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Florida State offense on the field are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Gotta throw this nigga some looks he ain't seen yet. You know you're gonna go to the flats or over the middle right now. That 3-double buzz look lovely. I ain't never caught the shit. 0 plays, 0 average. But that's what we do. And I might shade under on a buck, nigga.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback dropping back. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
It won't be no celebrating, fuck, nigga. Don't you dance in the end zone on me, bitch. Yeah, that's called a user lurk, nigga. Bait and switch. Yeah. Back to work, you niggas go.
Shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands. Takes it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Miami, 28. Florida State, 14.
What's quieter, the chat or Doak Campbell?
Inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And now they run the draw play. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Okay, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield, selling the pass to open that play up? But man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. And the Noles looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. Boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wanke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Caught over the middle. It's Dickey. And he's brought down short of the line to gain what should be the last play of this third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 28, Florida State 14.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looks like he didn't get the...
Maul, he trying to be you. Who is this nigga?
Quarterback lost track of the play clock. That'll cost the offense 5. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Doesn't hold on. Good.
No, pussy nigga.
Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Makes the catch. It's Dickey.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And the Seminoles will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on 1st down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
There's the handoff.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. That's an important score. We've got a 1-possession game now, Kurt, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, he's likely going to go over the century mark.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. The Hurricanes are looking to keep this drive going.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Two-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back, trying to extend the play. Lets it go on the move, launching deep.
I'm a real nigga!
Inside the 15.
Put some fucking respect on my name!
Defense blows an opportunity. You get them to 4th down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a 1st down, and now this one could be over.
Pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. The Canes have 1st and 10 here. It's a blitz look here from the defense. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Touchdown, Canes.
Good night.
No answer for this offensive machine.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it. Second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Makes the grab. It's Dickey. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now the 40. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The pickup is 6 yards, so third down and 4 now.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And looking to throw now on first down. The pocket breaking down. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. And O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, drops back. Lets it go quickly. And while this is incomplete, we have a flag down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Incomplete on the final play, but they wrap up the win. Let's be honest, all wins are not even. You go in there and hammer your rival. Get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Oh, so much hell's breaking loose on my job. Come look at this. That fuck nigga should have never hot dog on that shit, bro. He made me sit up. I'm a cold man. Look at this bait job. Out of there. Out of there. We really a problem, bruh. Damn, I done fucked this nigga up a lot. Y'all have a great fucking day. Stay blessed.